fountain of life. A collection of live recorded sermons from His Grace Bishop Emilianos of Meloa, aiming to make us fountains of the Holy Spirit. Here is today's message.
I'm very pleased to be here among yourselves, and that's not a matter of speech. I am very pleased. And this is because there are so many familiar faces that I haven't seen for a year and a half. So I am indeed very pleased. But today we have to say a few things about St. George and how he managed to become a saint. And this is the same for every saint. I think two things that the saints managed to have and got them on the other side, got them to heaven, are the love for God and their fellow people, but also the attendance, the focus on the Holy Spirit. And I will explain. When we go through difficulties, and there is a lot of pain in this world, but when we go through difficulties, these two things, they can help us get across. Because if we focus on the difficulties, we will just sink. The same way that the Apostle Peter sank when he stopped focusing on Christ, when Christ told him to walk on the waves. So if we focus on the waves, if we focus on the difficulties, we might lose our life, spiritual, mental, or even physical. But if we keep focusing on Christ, the difficulties will go away, but Christ will never go away. So we'll end up finding ourselves with Christ after the difficulties pass. In the Old Testament, Adam had two sons, Cain and Abel. And the one killed the other because of jealousy. So God appeared to the murderer and told him, "Did you just sin? Be peaceful." It's a paradox. He just sinned, and God, instead of telling him off, he told him, "Be peaceful." Why? Because regardless if we sin or not, God is the same. So our focus should not change. And if our focus doesn't change, the sins go away, but God stays there, and we can still make it to the other side. So just keep these two things in mind, that if we have love and if we focus on God, we can also become saints like St. George. And it doesn't matter what pain we'll go through, because the reward will be greater than any kind of pain.